suits. And all of your other stuff.
Yeah.
And all of your other stuff.
Well, it doesn't really miss any of that.
Well, how would you work that in?
But,
That's pretty much your ephilism argument there, those 4 terms. I mean, it doesn't I guess you could have a section explaining why you still believe that political activism is a good, though futile thing.
Well,
yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I could add, no, I'm not going to wait, okay? I could add the word intelligence, you know, ... intelligence. Because, yeah, this is one of the components of life, but, you know, human life.
As a subtitle,
but it's not what life is.
Question mark?
Yeah. I mean, but that gets to the whole ordering of things and the whole, is there a way to make any of this better or to fix any of it and all that kind of crap. All right, go ahead, DNA guy or whatever, the sense guy, doctor. I didn't know
it wasn't that important. Yeah, it was. Sorry.
Me? I didn't have nothing to say.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was the wrong guy, sorry. Sub-DNA is the one talking, sorry. Go ahead, sub-DNA guy, then.
Yeah, the moment's come and gone. I can't even remember what my original...
All right, consumption, reproduction. Okay, consumption, reproduction, cannibalism, and addiction. You thought it was a great title for the book, and it's organizing, and then you said something like, I would even be willing to...
Oh, yeah.
Why do you need a book, Gary, man? You got so many thousands of hours of fucking epic footage on YouTube. We could just go through and edit all those videos into one big-ass how it is video.
Well, I think the gray videos are really good at doing some of that. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, a book is a good way to organize it all, and you got it all in written form, and so some of that scripting is a good idea, so I'm not opposed to that. But I would like the idea of a companion documentary.
The best part of having a book is when you talk to someone like To Be Serious or Professor Anton, you could pull out your own book and rub it in their face.
Yeah, but you're not going to convince them anyway. I mean, logic isn't going to... Reality hasn't set in on them anyway. They're just going to foo-foo around.
I'm just saying it'd be so funny to be like, oh, you're going to quote a book? I'm going to quote a book, too.
Yeah. Why the hell do they name a fucking book?
If you make a documentary the right way, you basically will have a book. I mean, the organizing document for making a real documentary that's structured, you basically have a book, whether you publish it or not.
Yeah, well, I sort of, I have 3 different titles I'm working on. It's like unintelligent design. I also like that. I like that as a title, but I also like the idea of doing human as the title, and then the subtitle would be the instruction manual.
You could make it a play on Nietzsche and call it Human All Too Fucked Up.
Has anybody read Professor Anton's books? I have.
Well, I have to admit, I tried. I mean, I did find some piece of something online that said, oh, fuck. You know, it's just media, it's all this, like, well, whatever. But yeah, I don't know, what was your impression? I mean, does he talk in the books the same way he talks in the videos?
No, he's probably more nuts.
Yeah, I mean, the books are alright. I mean, it's basically the same fucking jibber-jabber, just dancing around the fucking room, not really addressing anything. I give him credit for writing the books, but
words in them.
they're not life-changing.
Did have words. I'm hearing that there were words in those books, at least. You can confirm that?
Oh yeah, there was words in the book. That's what makes it a book.
I remember him from a channel called Pangea Progress, and I think it got deleted by YouTube because of I don't know, too many strikes. But that's where I remember first hearing about Professor Anton, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I mean, the guy's well-spoken. He's a smart guy, but it's unfortunate that he's a fucking... I don't know what happens to people that they turn into fluff heads like that.
Yeah, well, I don't think he is a
Well,
fluffhead. I don't think he
he's a-
believes. I don't think he
he's not-
believes.
he-
I don't think he believes any of it. Okay, he's just doing the talking head circuit. Okay, just like that, whatever that religious. Remember the guy with the myth stuff? What was his name? The Power of Myth. You know, the Bill Moyers interview thingy. Yeah, Joseph Campbell. Okay, I mean, it's just all make people feel better. That's all it is. It's not philosophy. It's just about creating fables and narratives for people to live by, to make them metaphor their lives into like, the force is with you. I mean, that's all Joseph Campbell was about, was doing this, the force is with you kind of bullshit. To be compatible with living, be compatible with the way things are. It was just acquiesce to the system. Be a good little Borgite and just play along. And that's all Professor Anton's doing.
What he did as an actual researcher was show how there's these themes in mythologies of all people. In other words, humans think similar ways. They construct, there is a pattern. It's not the stories of Shakespeare or something that simple, but there is a pattern. The hero, the idea of romanticism with heroes and villains, these things recur in all cultures. And that's sort of his scientific result. And then he went into how that's like the whole soul of human beings, and people have made an almost metaphysical religion out of Joseph Campbell that's made me hate him. And actually there's some interesting stuff in his research of just his surveying, like kind of anthropologically, but I mean, the end thing.
I understand. But
that happened in his old age.
You sort of pointed that out, though, is that it was kind of an obvious conclusion. I mean, it's all kind of obvious formula. So yeah, you could say that he helped expose the formula, but he didn't do it in. It's almost like it's anti-scientific, though, because he didn't describe it as just a formula. This is how you manipulate a human consciousness. That would have been nice for him to just point out that it's all just illusion. It's all just dumb shit to get you to move from point A to point B, and it doesn't. There is no magic to it. You just like feeling magical. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do it like a real clinician would. He did allow it to become. He endorsed making it mystical.
Well, yeah, here's what it is. The thing is, so he studied all these myths. He loves myths. I like the Greek myths, for example, and the other mythologies that I've studied. They're fun. Like science fiction is fun.